Everyone. In this module, we will cover the topic of document data and structure in the sales process. Before we will come to the details of the document data and the structure, let me just go again through the complete sales process. So we have the departments of customer service desks who are taking the sales order and creating the sales order. Then we have the planning department. This department or employees are responsible of creating or monitoring the creation of deliveries, which will trigger the warehousing or logistics process where picking, packing, and so on happens. Afterwards, we create the billing document, and the billing clerk is responsible of the billing document. And finally, we have the accounting. So billing document data will be transferred to accounting. So this process runs within SAP with the tiles or creation of sales order or VA01 as a transaction. Then we have the creation of the outbound delivery, change of the outbound delivery after a logistics task has been done. Then we have the topic of creation of the billing document, and finally the posting of the billing data to accounting. As I told you before, it is absolutely necessary to understand this process, to understand SAP SD. So you should be really familiar with running this process in the system in a couple of minutes. This is not a really hard job to run this process once, and let me just show you again. First of all, before we start to discussing data and structure, let me run this process first of all again. Let's start to run this process through this process of sales order. Yes. We will start with the tile or the app of create sales orders, or transaction code VA01. Our sales order type is OR. I've already entered my sales area, which is 7002 and T1. And here I have to enter my sold to party, which is basically my customer. Sales shipped will be taken from the customer master data, as we have seen in the module before. And the customer reference is here not mandatory, but there is a kind of warning if you leave it blank. The incompletion checks it if it is maintained or not. Well, we have here the header area. This is complete now. Let me now just enter two materials, two line items. One jasmine tea, 10 cartons. Sales unit will be taken from the material master. And let me take a second material. 12 pieces, chai latte. Sales order creation is in this step so completed. I can save my sales order, and here on the left hand side the sales order number will be displayed. Let's come back to the next step, creating the outbound delivery. Create outbound delivery with order reference. So this is my order number, and I just go ahead with enter, and the data from the sales order will be copied to the delivery. Here I have my delivery. I can save it, and the next step of the sales process is finished. I've created my sales order, and now I have as well created the delivery. Okay, next step is in the warehouse. The warehouse guys will see this delivery. This is the delivery number, so the last number will be displayed automatically by the system. And what they do is they do physically picking, packing, and goods issuing, putting them on the truck. And I will just enter the picked quantity, which means for the system that this line item has been picked. And this second line item is also completely picked. If I post goods issue, then this means that the goods has left the warehouse, so it's going to be delivered to the customer. In my process flow, this is the step of picking goods issue via this app change delivery. Well, let me come back and create now my billing document. So the last delivery has been taken by the system and it's automatically done. So if I come back here, I can see that the last delivery has been maintained already. If I come back now and start it again. Okay, it's always taken the last delivery here in Fiori, but in the GUI, usually you have to enter the delivery number, or it is displayed and you can just go ahead with enter. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So delivery invoice creation has been started and I can save the invoice. This means that invoice will be created and accounting documents will be posted. On the left-hand side, again, the invoice number is displayed and my process is finished, because also the posting of the billing documents will be done automatically in the background. Okay, let's go back to the transaction of sales order display. I haven't used the app. I have used now the transaction field and entered the transaction code VA02 beginning with /n. And this is my sales order. The last sales order again is displayed. And if I click on display document flow, I can see all the document from our sales process, which is the sales order, delivery, and invoice. These are the basic documents within the sales order. Additionally, a picking request has been created, which is not which is a technical document because I can't see it. There is no possibility to go into this document. I can see the goods issue document. If I go there, I can see details of the goods issue document. So it is basically a material management document. So it says, okay, based on this delivery document, there was a movement type 601, and these two materials has been booked out to the customer. Here I have my invoice document, which says, okay, this is the invoice I have created, and it is already booked to accounting or posted to accounting. And here I can see the details for my accounting document. Accounting. As I told you, this is the basic process of sales order. And if you want to get really familiar with SAP SD, then you should learn this process and you should run this process in minutes. This shouldn't be any problem to run through this process. This is absolutely mandatory to learn SAP SD.